Man, I'm trying to adjust the cam. Um, I gotta get another cord for this laptop right here because the I have to keep doing that. Like y'all be like, "What are you looking at, Q? Why you ain't looking at us?" I'm looking at y'all, but I gotta look at the little cord. The cord. Yeah, I have laptops, right? Or you've got Kindle Fire, or you use your phone. You ever know how if you take this cord and bend the end of the cord wrong and it just don't want to act right, so you kind of nigger rigging it? Don't act like I ain't know. When you twist this cord just to get that charge off this mug for your phone. Alright, so that's what I'm doing to this laptop until I get a new cord. This would be the third cord for this one little laptop. Alright, it's an old, it's not really that old. It's an old compact computer. You know, everybody's not using compact computers. Everybody using Toshiba, Dell, HP. I don't know what other computers is out there, but you know what I'm kind of getting at, right? So I have to make sure this cord is charging this laptop, or it will die. And it's the only laptop that I get good high definition off of compared to my laptop. Because if you ever bought a laptop and made a video off of your laptop that you bought, like an HP, you bought it out of Walmart, and the definition make you look like you got shadows in the background. Yeah, that's kind of like this one don't do that. That one does it. I don't know why the new upgraded computers do that more than the old school ones, but I don't know. So that's the reason why I try to do most of my videos on this laptop, because this was the very first laptop I did my videos in. You see I'm still crystal clear looking. Go on my laptop and my webcam and I look like it's kinda, it don't show really high definition as it's supposed to. But yeah, enough about that. So let's get into the topic. The topic is stereotypes within our community. Stereotypes for FTMs. I don't think I ever made a video about that, so I will go ahead and do that. Trans man stereotypes. Most people give stereotypes. If you don't know what a stereotype is what people really give their kind of definition for what your label is. If you're a trans man, that's the label they give you along with this definition. And regardless, sometimes you might not identify yourself with that definition, but that's usually how it goes. Everything in this world has a fucking label and a title to it. If you're gay, you're this way. Gay means man on man. Lesbian is women on women. Trans man is a female who's becoming a man. MTF's opposite, man becoming women. Pansexuals, people that are very adventurous and very openly in their sexuality. I mean, they don't identify themselves as men and female, and they don't care who they choose to date, if it's a man or a woman, no matter if they're gay, straight, bi, whatever. That's what a pansexual is. Kind of like everything is included on a pansexual. They don't discriminate nothing out. Um, but it's nothing towards a no label. A no label is a person that don't identify themselves as one category, meaning it's a difference between pansexual and a no label. Pansexuals date who they want, feel how they want, carry themselves as a man one day, maybe a female the next. A no label is they don't give themselves identification of, if they're a lesbian, they don't consider themselves dom, femme, if they want to dress stud, or if they want to dress feminine. That's what a no label is. They don't really put themselves in a box as saying I'm dominant or I'm feminine. They just say, you know, like studs, they dominant. This is the role they roll. This femmes, this is the way they roll. They dress feminine. They look girly. But no label, they just bounce on both sides in the lesbian community. Um, I'm a no label. If I feel feminine one day, I feel feminine. If I feel dominant, then I'm dominant. That's what my no label. But then I came in here with no label anyway, so it don't really fucking matter. Um, that's part of being born intersex. You get that identification. You can take that title. It's mine. I actually made no label anyway. No label, I made what no label is today. Nobody knew what a no label was. I just said, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm a no label. Now everybody calls themselves no label. Alright, so I guess I made a new word popular. Yay, pat myself on the back. But guess what? I didn't patent the shit. I could have made some money off of that. I didn't think back then that it would be that popular. But if you think something that might be popular, patent it. Make it your own. So nobody that can claim it without your rights. Yeah, no labels is all over the world now. People are claiming this in New York, New Jersey, Seattle, somewhere. And I didn't came out with that little title, that little definition and little title. I came out with that because that was me. I said I want to be a no label. But what was getting into? Oh, we was talking about stereotypes. Okay, I know this video gonna get too long, so I'm gonna try not to make it very, very long, cause I know y'all be like, you talk too much. All right, so no label. Stereotypes. Most people think that every trans man that they meet has got a dick. Once they find out that they're trans or transgender, trans man, trans woman, mostly when it comes to trans men, I'm hearing stereotypes come out like left and right. They assume that every trans man has a dick, was born with a dick, or is like this and is like that. Me, I was born intersex, so that's the reason why I got my equipment. Not every trans person that you meet is like me. Okay? Get that. Not every trans man is born like me. Intersex. Male equipment. You know. Not every trans man is trying to be like a straight man. No. That is not what that is. Not every trans man wants to be a straight man. Not every trans man wants to have that title of a straight man. What are all these other stereotypes I've been hearing? Now every trans man wants to date females. It happens. Not every trans man wants to date men. It does happen. Not every trans man is trying to take a title away from a straight man. Not really a thought of being. That's not really my thought ever. Another stereotype I heard, every trans man is medically something mentally wrong with them. That's not true. Whoever thinks that, fuck you. It's not something mentally you can cure with a pill or go into a group or nothing like that. Okay, you can't do that. So stop thinking that you can. Not every trans man is a trendsetter. Being trans man is not a trendsetter. Being transgender is not a trendsetter. It is something that you biologically, mentally see and physically notice. Something that you notice within yourself. Mentally, you are not matching up to yourself inside. Not only inside, but outside. So you do things, take the steps to change yourself to the person that you mentally see yourself as is. That is what a transgender person is. Not a trans person out here. No trans person I know rapes kids. I don't know whether somebody said that on a video that I was watching, but that's not true. Not trans men do not rape kids. Trans men do not try to transform kids into something. Trans men do not try to be fornicated towards some young youths or raping kids and all that. That is not what it is. Um, Trans men are not trying to take, or trans women are not trying to take, trans women are not trying to take the identity of trans women identity from them, and trans men are not trying to take identity from regular biological born men. You gotta understand, everybody's born for a certain reason, and the one thing about it is you are born different to educate others of your differences. You going through situations to help others to learn new things. And one thing about it is certain people will accept it, and there are some people that don't know how to accept it. And the people that don't know how to accept it is the ones that be doing all the hatred and the killing and the beating down, because they think you trying to act like them and be like them and taunt them and kind of mislead people of who they are. It's nothing like that. Nobody's trying to take anything from you. At the end of the day, we're trying to get respect for who we are, and we're trying to accept who we are as the way we were born, and trying to become better people in the body that we was given, but be better when we given something else. See, life is a gift. You learn. It's kind of like trials and tribulations. You learn things, you teach others of new things you experience, or that more information that you gather to inspire their minds to learn other than what they think. That is what this is. Life is a process. We are learning from each other and teaching each other of things that we did not know of. So when you see somebody to say, hey, I'm trans, I'm transgender, I'm FTM, it's not that they're trying to take anything from the men community or kind of degrade the male persona, I guess. I was about to say mechanism, but persona. It's not that. We're not trying to take from you. We're just trying to be happy about who we are and feel capable to be who we are, happy within ourselves. But a lot of y'all, I've seen a lot of hatred up on Facebook. Oh, you're not really a man. You're just nothing but a lesbian trying to wear man clothes and taking tea to look like a man. If you never walked in that person's shoes, can you tell them what they're trying to do? Because everything is an educational thing. They're educating you of something that you never knew of, which is being a transgender female to man, or a woman, a man to a woman. It's all educating. All it is learning off of each other. Another stereotype I got is that all trans men are really studs, and they just ain't happy with themselves. Something happened to them that made them want to be men. Not fucking true. Ain't shit happened to me that made me want to become a man. I was already a man. I was just born in two worlds, female and man. I had the best of both worlds and still got the best of both worlds, but it doesn't change me. See, I educate myself to accept the person that I am, to educate others of what they do not know. And I have no problem by doing that. But there's a lot of people that don't want to know that bit of information because it's called taboo. It's not know of. And what is taboo is people don't know of it and are very skeptic of what they don't know. It's kind of like going into a boogeyman house. Somebody will tell you it's a spooky house. Somebody will say they changed the house, but it's still spooky. But you're curious to go know about it because they said it's spooky, but it looked different to you. But you're very curious to know why is it spooky when it looked different from what they told you. Trans man, trans woman. walk into our community. Alright? So, we're not spooky people. All these stereotypes that y'all try to give us, and all these labels that you want to just give us for definitions of who we are and justifications, it's not always what it is. And unless you walk a mile in our shoes as being a trans person, you will never know. But we educate you of what you don't know. Don't be scared to understand or learn something other than what you think is the norm, because I've learned things that is really not normal in this world, and I thought was the normal thing in this world, and I found out it really isn't. That is not what the way it was or supposed to be. It's not even supposed to be in the present. So get to know somebody who is trans. Instead of you stereotyping somebody, ask them. Ask them. And I guarantee some of these people will actually answer your questions just like me. Alright? Sorry the video went a little bit long, but I just kind of wanted to make that little I guess you want to call it. Alright? Later.